Hello everybody, this is a grumpy old guy gaming, and if you caught yesterday's stream, you know I intended to take a couple quests out, and I got nothing done. I got absolutely nothing done. And I apologize for that. It was just one of those days we got sort of sidetracked, and I'm gonna try and remedy that here. We're gonna go strictly for the quests and nothing else. So the first one we're looking at here is in the cemetery. It's from Palo. It says, I want to sleep soundly. Do believe we are all set. We've got antidotes, we've got a transfer potion, we're all healed up and ready to go. Into the dungeon we shall go. Not having the most productive time-wise start out of the gate. Wind up in a battle 10 seconds in. Again, no worry of ours. It's just kind of what it is at this point. So we have that one to do. I did go ahead and I looked a couple of these up just so we can stand a chance at getting them done here. Yeah, let's have Daniel and Keo go at it. Well, Rui ends up circumventing that. We had a nice double slash set up and Rui is like, nah. Pulls the Indiana Jones, just shoots the guy. Let's see what we're getting here. That's a chest plate. We're gonna hold off identifying that for the moment, because we really want to get out of this. Out of this place. So we have one quest that's got to take us to the fountain in the 5th level. Oh, here we run into Helga. She goes, oh, there you are. You coincidentally bumped into Helga as if she was coming out of her room. As she was coming out of her room. She started talking gloomily, still seemingly depressed from the failed auction. She's just kinda silent. She goes, perfect. I was just about to go look for you. You see, I have my own room, but you don't, right? That's why I always have to go out to look for you. It's not such a big deal, but I just wanted to give you this. Helga carefully took out something from her bag. She goes, isn't it pretty? With this crystal, I originally planned to make money as a psychic. But I gave up on it because I've heard there's already a psychic on the 3rd and 7th floors. Yeah, we've met that guy a little bit. He's the Moon Tarot Priest. Had mostly positive encounters with him, but when it's gone bad, it's gone real effing bad, hasn't it? She goes, so take this since it's just worthless trash to me now. After saying that, she forcibly shoved the crystal into your hands. Makes you feel awkward to receive something for free from Helga. Yeah, that's kinda not been the relationship between us and our self-proclaimed favorite client thus far. She goes, you feel a bit skeptical that you may be burned again, or have to face danger. Or, you know, have to battle 150 times to show it off. Then again, if you refuse her offer, she'll be in a grouchy mood, and you'll end up carrying it anyway. That's true. This time you've made up your mind to be decisive. So you snatch the crystal from Helga's hand in an instant. She goes, hey, what's up with that? You're usually a lot slower. You scared the crap out of me. Nothing happened. So it really must be trash. That's sound logic to me. You don't feel too great about having to accept trash, but at least nothing bad happened. I don't remember this encounter at all from my previous playthroughs, but this is now my favorite part of this game. She goes, look how beautiful and clear it is. It's just like my heart. precious. This child is precious. That's why I named it Clear Quartz. Clear Quartz. Clear Quartz. Thank goodness that got ingrained in our minds there. Helga continues, well, as my subordinate, you're always working so hard for me. I recommend you always keep that by your side. Thanks, Coach. We got a clear quartz. So we have a clear quartz and a mana quartz. She goes, I've decided to change my environment to come up with fresh ideas. I've figured out that I can't just stay here forever. New ideas come from a new person in a new environment. As proof, you should have seen me just after I moved here. The inside of my head was like a bottomless lake full of ideas. I've just reached that bottom, though. That's why I'm going on a journey to look for that bottomless lake. It's tough to leave my hometown, but this must be God's test for me. You're probably going to get lost if I'm not around, but don't be a wuss, okay? Maybe you should go on a journey too, and study the art of fighting like a true adventurer. Well, if you've got that kind of time to spare, you should practice being polite until I return. Gee, it's going to be tough to miss her. Then I'll officially hire you as an employee at Helga Mart. Well, I'll need to head out soon, because I'm running out of time. Farewell. After Helga said her goodbyes, she waved her hand without looking at you and ran towards the entrance of the labyrinth. Watching her from behind, you had the hunch this would be the last time you saw her. So it's been quite an extraordinary little amount of time that we've spent in the presence of Helga, who seemed to be both good friend and terrible friend at the same time. But we'll wish her well as she goes out into the world, and we will continue as well. I guess that means we could kind of crash at her place for a bit. The room's always going to be there, and it's going to be a safe place, so there is that. Gonna head down to the 5th floor now. And before we go anywhere, we kind of head upon a gaze hound. Now, if I remember correctly, and that's always a bit of a first for me, we want a double slash here. And we want a restrict shot there. And just have Daniel and Rui attack as normal. I don't know if this will quite do it, but we'll get some damage out of this at the very least. Gazehound goes ahead for a glare. Nothing really doing out of that. This double slash should be pretty close to lethal. Oh yeah, more than enough for lethal damage. So that much is encouraging. Okay, just taking a moment to remind myself where I'm at in the dungeon. Pick up a gauntlet and a hound's ear. Oh yeah, that's right, we have some items to identify. Sorry folks, I've been really scatterbrained the last few days. It's kind of carrying over into everything here, so I'm gonna be a bit all over the place here, and well, at the very least it should make for some interesting commentary. Just a base chest plate, that was the item we picked up on the first floor there, and a ragged gauntlet. It's curse decreases agility just by carrying it. Well, Agog is not known for his track speed. At 20 agility is better than we could have hoped to have. I guess if it will temporarily curse us, that is fine. Yet another item that will sell for cash money $ signs down the line. Got a humanoid shadow coming up. Looks to be a very spellcaster intense crowd here. So first thing we want to do, let's go for an end lash with Daniel and Ricardo. Let's go for an assisted spell. Let's have Sarah assist Agog, and Agog is going to cast... He's going to cast Jakrita. Let's have Kyo attempt to get back to those level 8 bishops. And Rui is going to cast a strain spell on those front row priestesses. Now the hope is to drop the bishops as quickly as possible, and that the strain spell will take care of the middle bishops. Priestesses at least. Let's see what we get out of this strain spell. Looks like we got 3 of the 4. One of the bishops goes down to Kyo, other one's going to go down to the Endlash, as well as both side priestesses. So we've got the Empowered Jakrita coming up next. Turns out we might have just got by with the spell cancel here and saved this spell slot, but, you know, you got what you got, and my goodness, did that work well. Lethal damage on both of the priestesses there. Gotta be feeling good about that. Got a treasure chest. Let's go ahead and open that chest up, see what we got. We got a robe. Not gonna get excited in the least about that, because 9 times out of 10 when we get a robe, it's just a robe. But appraising we go anyway. Yeah, it's just a robe. So three treasures, 1 cursed and 2 relatively mundane. What do you want, right? Perhaps you'd like to sneak up on a gaze hound? Today's your lucky day. Double slash and attacks. We've got more than enough lethal potential out of our group. I think what defense we can set up is probably best. Well, we sure took it on the chin for taking the ninja's agility for granted. Kyo targeted and hit with a big 26-point critical there. Not to worry. Rui to the rescue with quick feel spell here. Or maybe not, as Daniel goes ahead first and gets a kill shot. That's going to be enough to level Daniel up too, so good on him. Earned that one. And in the spirit of doing for oneself, Kyo will cast his own cure spell, huh? Gonna walk up, and before we can do anything else, got ourselves a bit of a spidery situation here. Not so thrilled about the spidery situation, but hey, you got what you got, right? I feel like this is a real good time for an assisted spell. Let's have Agog assist Rui. And have her cast Jakrita. Then if anything survives that. End Lash. Kyo can cast a Spleam spell. And Sarah can cast a Strain spell. I really don't see this going past the Jakrita, barring a barrier. I think even if they resist, this powered up should be more than enough damage. Got a few fumbles and a couple criticals in there. 2 rows of dead spiders. So I think we want to head further up. Don't really remember if this is the way or not. Okay, that's random chest. Gonna go through this door here. Gonna take us back out. Wander back down this way. Nothing unusual there. Did I just... Yeah, I can't help but feel like I made a big giant circle there for no good reason. Because I kinda made a big giant circle there for no good reason. Bear with me, folks. Going back up. You can see why we never get things accomplished here, right? Well, just gonna sidestep, and there wasn't much sidestepping we could do there. Seemed we were destined to fight this encounter anyway. So let's go ahead and give them their money's worth. Hit an End Lash here. Restrict Shot with Agog and Sarah, protecting Daniel and Ricardo. Kyo will take care of the level 8 Bishop. And Rui will put some extra damage on the level 4 Thief. End Lash is the first thing to hit. Sarah takes 4 damage from a crossbow strike from the Thief. And now the restrict shots stop the left side warrior. Let's see if it stops the right. Yep, both targeted Ricardo. And neither one worked out all that successfully. Let's go for an End Lash again. Go for a restrict shot again. And this time we'll have Rui and Kyo attack the warriors, as the Thief definitely not making it past that End Lash. And the warriors go down rather strangely. I mean, for Rui's part, she just nailed the guy with a crossbow bolt and it was lethal damage. Kyo actually misses his first strike and then hits a petrification shot on the second. So just weird stuff all around there. So we've got to go in here. Head back out this door. Follow the spiders up, I guess. It might seem like I'm lost. In which case, folks, allow me to tell you I'm 100% lost. Let's have Rui and Agog team up. Let's test the limits of what we could do here. We know Jakrita's gonna drop them. Let's see if Jatil will power it up. And Lash. Okay, let's see what we get out of this. An assisted Jatil. Well, we took care of most of the green, all of the red. We've still got some yellow spiders here as well. Kyo will take care of those with a Zatil spell. The End Lash will take care of another couple spiders, which means we're going to take a Poison Breath chance here. Nobody gets poisoned, just a little bit of damage going around. And Sarah's going to follow up with a Strain spell, target of 1. Let's see if it works. Yep, it works. Be a shame not to do this, wouldn't it? Everybody else can defend. We just kind of want to see stupid damage from this double slash, don't we? Can't even see the monster, but that was well over 700 damage. And we get an immediate follow-up battle with 2 bishops, a ninja, and a warrior. Oh, fortunately for us, they're friendly, so we just shake hands and go on our merry way. I think we can happily live with that. Okay, so that way is no good for us. Gotta come here. Am I missing something? Okay, that's the pit from up top. Got it. Okay. Now I'm understanding why we're having such a hard time moving up from here. Truth be told, we could really use the gondola, couldn't we? Well, I think after this battle we'll just take a transfer potion back to town and regroup and get ready for our next run. Set up a little restrict shot here. Kyo will take out 1 level 5 mage, and I have absolute confidence that Rui will set up the other. And Lash first, doing some pretty impressive damage. Oh, look at that, one of the mages is down already. Now we see our restrict shots only doing 11 damage, but most importantly, preventing an attack. So we go 3 for 3 on that. And we know better than to putz around here, so let's go assisted shot, pure offense, double slash with Daniel and Ricardo, and see if Kyo can mop up the one on the left end there. Yep, just enough damage between the assisted shot and Kyo's attack. Get another 27 in on the middle gargoyle. And Ricardo and Daniel take it down with the double slash. Third gargoyle just kind of hangs out there, because why not? Now let's see how much of our offense it takes to drop this gargoyle. That gets no further than Kyo. But hey, thanks for playing, right? So what I'm going to do, since I'm a putz and I can't read maps accurately, is I'm going to take a transfer potion up. gonna pause the recording and catch up with you guys when we get back in. Okay, so we are back in the graveyard here. Do apologize for that little delay we had to take. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and drop down right here. Let's see where that gets us. Gonna hold things up here for a second. Cast map spell. Let's have Rui do it. See where we're at here. Okay, yeah. So this actually drops us right where we want to be. I did promise you guys I'd be completing some quests, and by hook or by crook, I will do so. Run into a warrior just down here on the underside of the graveyard. It says, "It's creepy, I tell you." Says, "Have you heard? The undead come out of this graveyard and wander up into town. But strangely enough, nobody in town claims to have seen any of them. What's going on? Where do they disappear to?" The warrior continues, "I doubt they go off and take a nap together or anything like that." The warrior laughed out loud and walked away. Really strange sort of encounter there. Gonna make our way over to this room. Right in the middle of it, we see relatively new corpses with some flesh still on them. We're lying all over the place. Hear a voice say, "We'll never forgive." A whispering voice seemed to be coming from the dead body in front of you. I guess that's a skeleton right there. Hear it say, "Help me. Kill me. He's coming. It hurts. Help." Not our imagination, the voice was undoubtedly coming from the corpse. Palo goes, "You've come." You remember Palo. A man named Palo, for whom you accepted a quest at the tavern, was standing behind you. He goes, "Undead scum, you thought you could fool me, eh? I know all about it. That's right, I know. You're all fakes." The jig is up. How does it feel? You tried to trick me and I tricked you instead. So Palo's clearly lost his mind and he thinks we're all undead. So there's no point in trying to kill me. He was ranting and making no sense at all. He was foaming at the corners of his mouth. It was obvious that the man was insane. Because you undead bastards, now I'll make you show your true selves. With a sick look in his eyes, Palo reached for his sword. Looks like a samurai, doesn't he? Ninja shouts, "Get away from him!" Ninja says, "He is a dead man, one who should no longer exist in this world." Two more ninjas fall behind. They're the Imperial ninjas. They were soldiers specifically chosen for their skills and fidelity to serve the royal court. It was rare for them to appear in front of anyone other than the queen to whom they were dedicated. He says, "He is our former comrade. He had died at the time of the flash." Palo shouts, "I am not dead." "You're the ones who are dead. I'm not dead. When the flash, Palo grasped himself as if he were trying to keep warm. Palo curled up and hid his face. Suddenly, with a dry, crackling sound, the surface of Palo's body began to split. The stench of rotting flesh filled the air. A cloudy blue liquid came oozing out of Palo's body like blood. Something seemed to be trying to emerge from Palo's body, pushing his skin out from the inside. Sure hope y'all were ready for a show today. Suddenly, Palo's body burst into a million pieces. An undead has appeared. Will we fight? Of course we'll fight. Looks like we've got a couple wisps, a couple zombies, and a rotting corpse. Feel like the simplest way to do this, assisted shot and individual attacks. We'll start Daniel with the zombie there so we can get a kill out of the way here. So the front row's taken care of. Let's see if we have enough gas in the tank to get rid of at least one of the wisps. Other one's gonna cast, and this is gonna be something in the fire variety. No, it's a teal spell. Hits our entire front line. Wisp moves to the front. Sorry, spirit, not a wisp. Either way, we've got more than enough to take it out. See it shrink away just to its eyeballs, and then the eyes drop on the ground. Kind of a neat effect there. The undead collapsed. When the man turned to ashes and returned to the earth, you heard a faint whispering voice. I'm still alive. You're the ones who are dead. The ninja says, sorry for the trouble. We had heard that adventurers were disappearing. We were covertly investigating that case, but we never imagined that a former comrade was part of it. He was supposed to have died in the flash. So when we heard he was at the tavern, we couldn't believe it until we actually saw him. The ninja's voice trailed off. He seemed to be feeling guilty that he killed his comrade, although the comrade had become an undead. But it's ironic that the one who thought we were the undead was an undead himself. I doubt that it's possible, but if what he said was true, that would mean he had been living amongst the undead. He can't be blamed for going insane. I thank you for this. So that wraps up that quest. Can't exactly say pleasantly or neatly, but I mean, it is kinda about the only way it was gonna resolve. Make our way back up here. Got another combat here. Single ninja. Safe to say we're just gonna go ahead and lash, and then restrict shot. Whatever Kyo and Rui can do in the way of attacks, we'll just hope for the best on that. The unlash was more than enough to cover, though. Got another treasure chest here. And we have a ninja's hood inside. Sorry, just kind of working things out here. And getting attacked by random gargoyles while sort of trying to see ourselves through. Go ahead for a double slash. Set up a restrict shot. And let's see what we get out of this. Big criticals out of Ricardo, and that's one gargoyle down right quick and in a hurry. Second gargoyle is going to stick around long enough to attack. Doesn't really do anything of substance, so we'll rack him back up and try again. Had a big miss from Ricardo at the beginning of that double slash, but still got enough to finish the battle. A little over 1,000 experience. Yeah, let's just try dropping into a hole here. I don't think that's the one we wanted. Not looking that way. But we do have a chest here, so let's go ahead and open that up. Abandoned the chest. That wasn't smart of me, but that's because I grabbed the wrong person. Although I do believe Kyo could have done it. Rui is our thief. There's a hearing blaster set. Let's go ahead and see if we could best this trap. Not a problem. Inside we get a transfer potion, so that's a lucky break. See what this pit behind us takes us to. Nope, that's the other side of this one. So we'll at least be heading to the same spot. That shadow nice enough to move out of our way. And now we just keep searching for the right pit. First we find an army of undead. They're friendly, we'll let them be. Wizardry and their famous friendly undead. And this pit is, once again, heading to the exact same spot. So we need to get a little above where we're at. And it seems there is a way to do that. Just gotta think about it a little here. And it seems we've got a little bit of fighting ahead of us. 7 zombies stand in our way currently. So we'll be able to take 5 of them out here. Leaving just 2 on the edges. Assisted shots and individual attack, more than enough to finish this battle off. Open the chest, and we've got some rotten meat there. Let's try this pit here. Nope, that is once again not gonna cut it. Kinda run sideways into a ninja here. This end blast should be more than enough to finish them off. Yeah, 88 points. That ninja is not surviving. Gonna give it a little longer here, simply because I flubbed up so badly at the beginning of this. But if we can't find that right pit here soon, I think we're just gonna have to call it an upload. Let's go ahead and try the map spell one more time, and to show you I'm serious, we'll use one of the GOG spell slots. Seems like we're gonna have to jump through some hoops to get through this one. But through some hoops we shall go. Can't decide the right angle to go there. I guess this is the correct one, as this is the way we would typically go to get out of the graveyard and down to the 5th floor. And we would walk over here, avoid that pitfall. This is still not really where we want to be, but it will hopefully get us closer. Ouch. Let me just check something real quick here. Get more friendly undead. Let's go ahead and leave them alone. Back up this one. Burn another 2nd level spell for maps. I almost think it's a pit we haven't dropped in before. So I think my goal is to go all the way around. Okay, I think I see where we want to go here, and that's not the right way. Nothing like almost messing up one step into the route, huh? Take a walk up this way. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if we just go north here and go down this pit, we enter a place we've never been before. We get to fight a bunch of spiders and a gas dragon, which is not the most fun part of our day, I will admit. Go for an end lash. Let's go for an assisted spell. Let Rui carry the day with a Jakrita. Have Kyo attack outright on the gas dragon. And have Sarah cast a strain spell. Why not? Pretty sure the Jakrita is going to take out the spiders. The question is, what will it do to the dragon? Party inflicting some decent damage to that dragon, but it's not enough. Let's see if this strain spell will have any effect on it. Yep, got it down. Let's go ahead and set up a double slash with Kyo and Daniel. Jump attack with Ricardo. Rui gets a big shot in with the crossbow. And yeah, Daniel and Kyo just taking no exception to that. All the damage in the world they pile on that dragon. Kinda flesh this area out a little bit here. I don't think this is where we wanted to be either. At least it does not appear to be where we wanted to be. Let's see where we head up. Yeah, that was not so helpful. But we'll continue looking for a little bit more. Get a little surprise attack here. So assisted shot and individual attacks, and let's see what we can do to level 4 thieves at this current time. Well, Daniel makes sure to take that thief out in no shortage of different and painful ways. Keo just sticks to straight damage. And Ricardo uses just one critical hit. One level 4 thief remaining, and you gotta think he's feeling pretty lonely in the world. But not for long, as the second assist shot of the second round finishes him. Daniel would have probably got the kill, but he missed that first strike. Picking up some thief's blood there. Let's go ahead and try and find just one more pit. We've come very close here. Got a couple shades. Second shade just primed for lethal damage, and we get it across. Another combat, this one with 2 minor daimyo. Let's see what some assisted shots and a double slash bring us. Well, Keo doesn't quite bring the daimyo down. Let's see if the double slash will do the job. Yep, double slash does more than enough to take down the minor daimyo. So this one gets a free run in and a couple damage across to Daniel. Reward that effort with another assisted shot. This one got more than enough to drop him before a big double slash that was incoming. Drop down this pit into another previously undiscovered area. I think we may be on to something now, and by that I mean I think I backed into a combat. Okay, good news is I didn't back into it. Bad news is we've got a priest, a mage, and a few warriors. So let's take a moment, think about this. We'll end lash. Set up a restrict shot. Have Keo attack the priest, and have Rui attack the mage. We'll save the warriors for next round if we have to deal with them. Wow, big miss out of Rui there, and the mage lives. Taking some serious damage from his Akrita there. Fortunately, get a restrict shot, sort of saving our bacon there, as Ricardo got fried rather intensely. One more end lash. Yet another restrict shot. I don't see the mage lasting past the end lash, so I'm not really going to worry all that much about him. Rui takes down the fighter. Keo takes down the one in the middle, and the third is bested by a restrict shot. So that was best case scenario. front row's looking a little beat up, so let's go ahead and cast a field spell on them. Got another trapped chest here. Let's go ahead and have Rui open it up. And we pick up an unidentified longsword. Well, looks like we struck out again, but before calling it an adventure, we are going to go ahead and identify that longsword. It is a splitting sword. Cuts well for the way it looks. It can give a finishing blow to the undead. So it's at least something that could fight the undead. That said, we are going to call it here, as it's been about 3 forevers since we've come down here. At least we got one quest done. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying this. We're going to keep knocking a couple of these quests out here, just so we can get caught back up before delving too much further down, because again, once we complete the main story, anyone left in the Luna Light is stuck. We can't do their quest. So this has been a Grumpy Old Guy Gaming, thanking you for watching, and we will see you around.